Got kicked out of MAGA today, boys. It's over. It's all over. Apparently, though, Trump's still texting me to send him money. The texts are still coming every 10 seconds. Let me see. Did I get another one? Yep, got another one. Yep, you still want more money, Trump, right? But you just kicked me out of MAGA, dumb fuck. Dude, yeah, we're still covering it because there's nothing bigger than this shit going on right now. This dude just imploded the entire movement. And the movement's not just about him. The movement's much bigger than him. But he just imploded it. And who knows if it'll ever fucking recover. And, yeah. I was about to leave MAGA just from the annoying text messages you were sending me every 10 fucking minutes to send you more money, even though you're already done running. But yet you're still bothering me for fucking money, dude. Yeah, it's crazy. Let's just get right to it. What's up, everybody? Hello. Welcome to the Pink Trip Show. Hope everybody's doing good. P Money, what's up, brother? Breaking news. Midwest Request, what's up? Let's get to this. If I can get this thing off the screen here. Let's go. Let's see. Let's jump right into somebody needs to take his phone away from him. They need to take this truth because every day he just posts something more dumber than the day before. And this is the worst one ever because he's literally telling his base that he doesn't need their support. He doesn't want their support if they're not willing to stop talking about the Epstein files. Let me pull this up. This is about some of the dumbest shit I've seen in my entire life. The most important part's at the bottom, but we'll read it all. Let's full screen. Let's make it bigger. There we go. The radical left Democrats have hit pay dirt again. I can't do a Trump impression. I wish I could. I'd read it like Trump the whole time. I can do it for like 2 seconds and then I lose it. Just like with the fake and fully discredited Steele dossier, the lying 51 intelligence agents, the laptop from hell, which the Dems swore come from Russia. No, it came from Hunter Biden's bathroom. And even the Russia scam itself, a totally fake and made up story used in order to hide crooked Hillary Clinton's big loss in the 2016 presidential election. These scams and hoaxes are all the Democrats are good at. It's all they have. They are no good at governing, he's doing the same thing that the Democrats did, which is like their whole message is, oh, Trump bad, Trump bad. Now his whole message is, a Democrat bad, Democrat. No, shut up. What are you going to do for us? Anyway, they are no good at governing, no good at policy, no good at picking winning candidates. Also, unlike Republicans, they stick together like glue. Their new scam is what we will forever call the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. And my past supporters have bought into this bullshit hook, line, and sinker. That's the closest I can get to a Trump impression. I'll work on it. They haven't learned their lesson and probably never will. Even after being conned by the lunatic left for 8 years, I've had more success in 6 months than perhaps any president in our country's history. And all these people want to talk about with strong prodding by the fake news. By the way, the fake news doesn't give a shit. The fake news, this is not prodding by the fake news. This was you bringing about everybody talking about this by pulling a 180 and going, there's nothing to see here, guys. I know I talked about Epstein for 10 years and talked about the pedophile island and how there's all these people that were connected, but now there's nothing to see here, folks. Yeah, it was you, dude. It was you. But again, this is the same Democrat strategy of like, just attack the other side and offer nothing. And the success-starved Dems is the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. Let these weaklings continue forward and do the Democrats' work. Yeah, that's what we're doing. The Democrats' work. I'm gonna have to move over here. Let me. It's cutting off some of it, so let me take it off of the. Let me get back to this one. Yeah, there we go. Where did I leave off? Doing the Democrats' work. Where is that? Yeah. Don't even think about talking of our incredible and unprecedented success because I don't want their support anymore. Thank you for your attention to this matter. This is the big part. I don't want their support anymore. You're talking to your followers, dipshit. You're talking to the people who elected you, dipshit. You're talking about the people who put their asses on the line like Alex Jones, like so many others. Alex Jones is like the biggest case of getting royally fucked for supporting Trump. But there's a ton of people that we don't even know about, tons of people who just got banned off the internet because they made a Trump positive post. I mean, the amount of suffering people went through to support your dumb fucking ass, dude. And now you're like, I don't want your support. Fuck you. If you want to know about pedophiles, well, that's just over the line for me. Fuck you, dude. Anyways, yeah. It's not getting any better. I was thinking maybe at some point it'll get so bad that he'll be like, okay, yeah, okay, time for a 180. Let's this ain't working. No, they're just doubling, tripling, quadrupling, centupling down. I don't know what 5 is. Quadruple, centuple, oxygenarian. I don't know. But you get my point. Yeah, and then if that wasn't bad enough, let's have another press conference. Dude, maybe you should just take a break for like 2 weeks. This is maybe a good time to go on vacation.
I know you want to move past all this intrigue over the Epstein files, but I do want to ask you to clarify something you said this morning. You said this was all a hoax. Has your attorney general told you this was a hoax? What evidence have...
So it's a big hoax that you perpetrated for over 10 years, up until months ago when you were still talking about this hoax as if it was real, and you had all these videos of all these disgusting things, and we were going to get transparency, and then, oh, no, it's a hoax. There's nothing to see here. I did not fuck a 15-year-old. Whatever you say, I did not fuck a 15-year-old. Okay, dude.
No, it's not the Attorney General. No, I know it's a hoax. It's started by Democrats. It's been run by the Democrats for 4 years. You had Christopher...
This is the worst line of fucking... This is the worst. And he's still doing it. He's still doing it. Like, some of the smartest people when it comes to, like, the corruption in government are the MAGA movement. Like, they understand the level of bullshit that you went through. But they're not stupid enough to fall for this, dude. Nobody's stupid enough to fall for this, dude. Well, yeah, there are a few people stupid enough. But they're not stupid enough. They just want access to the Mar-a-Lagos and the special events and shit, you know?
Array of these characters.
I don't know if there might be something wrong with the notifications. I don't know if they're turned on. Let me see. Let me reset all this. Boop. See if they pop up now. Come on, notifications. Come on now. Come on, notifications. All right, I guess I'm going to have to fix the Noto thing. But yeah, thank you, Spocko. $4.99. Enjoy the upcoming Democrat Congress, Donnie. Exactly, dude. The midterms. Forget about it, dude. I mean, Elon's America Party, you know, I bet you this is good for them. This is good for everybody but the Republicans. It's funny because, like, it's not just Donald sinking his ship. He's sinking the whole Republican ship. So, you know, anybody that wants to run as a Republican after this, forget about it. First of all, you're not gonna have the Donald Trump bump. The Republicans are going to be quickly going back to being as meaningless, as useless, and as unpopular as they were under Obama, essentially, after Bush left. That's what's going to happen. And yeah, guys, I'll see what's going on with... I might need to reload it. Let me see real quick. What is going on with this? How come it's not playing? Well, maybe because I got this one on. This might be why. Yeah, okay, this is why. I got this display full on. That's why. I forgot to switch off of this. All right, let me see if it'll play now. There we go. There we go. My bad, guys. Thank you, Spocko.
Spocko super chat.
It's going to be ugly, dude.
99
It's going to be ugly.
Enjoy the upcoming Democrat Congress, Donnie.
It's going to be ugly. Hey, if you guys, want to see this get out to more people, smash the thumbs up. If you want to support, you could send a super chat like our boy Spocko here, or you can become a member. The links are in the description. If you're on mobile, it's tricky. Get on a desktop, it's easy. But yeah, click join or go to the links in the description.
And Comey before him.
Thank you, everybody.
And it's a bad group. It started, actually, look at the Steele dossier. That turned out to be a total hoax. The 51 agents, the intelligence, so-called intelligence agents, it was a hoax. It's all been a big hoax. It's perpetrated by the Democrats.
No, you perpetrated it. Then let's say in some weird world where it actually was a hoax, which it wasn't. I mean, the guy was convicted of trafficking people. Okay? Where there's smoke, there's fire, and there's a ton of fucking smoke here. You were the one that perpetrated it, dude. You were the one that perpetrated it. So I can't believe he can say this shit and just think people are going to buy it. He really wants MAGA to turn into a Democratic cult. That's what he wants. He wants MAGA because he was talking. I forgot if it was in that last message, but there was something he said where he's like, the Democrats all rally around each other and they're super strong, but yet with the Republicans, it's like, oh, you want us to be a cult like the Democrats. Okay, I get it. It must be nice, right? To have a cult that you can just fucking all of a sudden be like, ooh, you're questioning the dear leader? How could you question the God Emperor? Quick, go say 10 hell Trumps and get penance for your sins. Like, that's what they want.
Some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the
Yeah, he
net.
also did the COVID scam. It was hard for me to forgive him for what he did on COVID exigent news. That was hard. Because to me, shutting down the economy, the lockdowns, like, you can get into the vax stuff. That was all, a problem too. But to me, being willing to lock down the fucking government and tell people they can't leave their houses. That happened under him, by the way. And I was willing to forgive him because that's how bad the Democrats are. That's it. I'm done. I'm done forgiving this fuckhead.
And so they try and
Sorry,
I
forgot to put the... Sorry, guys.
The Democrats
We're
are
back
good for
on.
nothing other than these hoaxes. They're bad for policy. They're bad for picking candidates that can get elected. Like in New York, we have a communist running. He may get elected too, actually, but he'll destroy the city. No, it's I call it the.
If you guys watched my live streams in 2023, when I had I didn't do as many, but I did like a month or two where I had what's her fucking name, dude? Alex Stein's girlfriend. What's her name? Paige. God, Paige Wallace. I had Paige on. If you guys remember that time when I was doing live streams, that was I was very unhappy with Trump then. I've been unhappy with Trump for a while, but I was willing to go like everybody else. He's not as bad as the Democrats. And he's still technically probably not as bad as the Democrats. But that doesn't mean that we have to all shut up and fucking bow down to him. No, this is the time where we go, hey, this is what you ran on. We demand that you deliver on the things you promised when you ran. And if not, then yeah, we're going to have a problem. That's how you handle this. But there's so many people that just want to be like, oh, it's Trump. Just trust the plan. I mean, it really is the QAnon types that are still following him at this point, that are still believing in him. You know, the trust the plan, man. It's 100D chess, man. Don't you know, like, the deep state's actually in prison right now. Hillary Clinton's actually in prison right now, dude. They just don't want to tell anybody, bro. It's like that's the people that are still going to follow him.
The Epstein hoax takes a lot of time and effort. Instead of talking about the great achievements we've had, a great gentleman.
We talked about it plenty. Everybody's talked about how great it is what you're doing with the border, how great it is this and that. But it's so tiny, dude. It's so tiny. And everything's important. The border's important, cleaning up corruption, making sure our politicians, there's not some blackmail scheme that's controlling the levers of power in our country. All of that is important. The number one thing for me has always been corruption in the fucking government. Because to me, it all stems from government corruption. Every problem stems from government corruption. So you're dropping the ball on one of the most important things to me. Top of the line.
Yesterday, as you know, went on CNBC and he made the statement that Trump may go down as the greatest president
Not anymore.
of all. And
he may go down as the worst fucking president of all time now. You know? He might go down as like one of those, the president who destroyed his whole fucking image and career overnight. That's what he'll go down as. The unbelievable story of President Donald Trump, who was beloved, and then overnight he destroyed everything and became a laughingstock. That's the story, dude.
United States, and instead of talking about the things we've achieved, we've had tremendous achievement. They're wasting their time with a guy who obviously had some very serious problems, who died 3-4 years ago. I'd rather talk about the success we have with the economy, the best we've ever had.
Oh, so you don't want to talk about the pedophile who you were friends with for 15 years and partied with? You don't want to talk about that?
All of the things we've done, including the Middle East. I mean, you see it. Instead, they want to talk about the Epstein hoax. And the sad part is...
Somebody sent that to me. MMA KO sent that to me earlier. The Conor McGregor. He sent a picture to somebody with his dong. I'm like, I actually... It's par for the course. It's what I expect Conor McGregor to be doing. So, but yeah, I don't think I could show that picture. But yeah, Conor McGregor's he's out of control. We all know this. But God love him.
People that are really doing the Democrats' work. They're stupid people. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm stupid. Good luck. Next time you text me for money, fuckhead. By the way, I already wasn't sending him money for a long fucking time, but he still hasn't stopped. I sent him like $30 in 2016, and the dude has not stopped texting me since 2016 for more money. Even Obama didn't text me that much for money, because he realized probably like, yeah, if I annoy my fucking supporters by texting them 20 times a day for money, I'll probably end up getting less money. And I'll be like the boy who cried wolf, and they'll just fucking ignore me or block me, right? But I've blocked so many fucking numbers from Trump. There's just new numbers pop up. New numbers every day. They must have thousands of fucking numbers, dude. We got a lot of Alex Jones today because Alex Jones has been firing me up. I think he's doing a good job covering this. We got Glenn Beck doing his old chalkboard thing. You know how Glenn Beck goes on the chalkboard and he's like, oh, kind of coping to me. Glenn Beck's doing a bit of coping. We'll get to that. But what do we got next here? What do we have next? Jeffrey Epstein's brother, Mark Epstein, told the press Jeff and Trump were friends. think there's no doubt about that. Everybody knows that. Jeff told me he had so much dirt on Trump and Clinton that if revealed, the 2016 election would have been canceled. Now, I don't know. I'm not a betting man. I tend to avoid making bets. But this seems like a winner. If I was to bet, I'd bet that Trump did something. You know, maybe it was just a 17-year-old that, they told him they were overage. You know, maybe he just, he's got some photos out there, supposedly, with a bunch of naked chicks around him. Maybe something like that. Whatever it is to Trump, to his image, it's worth wrecking everything because he's a selfish piece of shit. Right? So what if it was just something that looked bad? Okay, no, MAGA would get over it. MAGA would go, man, isn't Trump fucking the man? Because he was willing to release all of this shit, even though it made him kind of look bad. But then Trump would, the MAGA base would be like, let's pour over this and let's find out what's real, who's innocent, who's not. You got to trust the people. You don't have a choice. The people have to be informed. Otherwise, we have no ability to be informed to vote right. To even know, what's up or down because we have no fucking clue. The American people need to be informed, dude. And that's what you ran on, dickface. Hello. Alex Jones responds to Trump excommunicating him. Yeah, he didn't just excommunicate me. I didn't just get kicked out of MAGA. He kicked Trump out of MAGA. He kicked Rogan out of MAGA. He kicked all the podcast bros out of MAGA. Anybody that still is talking about the Epstein files and is unhappy with Trump, the way he's handled the Epstein files, we just got kicked out, guys. We're not MAGA anymore.
If you talk about this, I'm going to excommunicate you. Well, you're not the Pope, bro. I mean, you're not speaking from the throne ex cathedra. And plus, I'm not Catholic. So, I think of Catholics, it's just, give me a break. Anyone who disagrees with anything I say is banished. And I'm not saying Trump land is a cult. The Democrats are the cult of hating reason and logic and common sense.
And Trump is jealous. He's jealous. He's like, man, I wish I had what the Democrats had. A bunch of brain dead idiots who will just go along with everything I say, even if it doesn't make any sense and can be proven false in like 10 seconds. But they'll go with it. God, I wish I had that.
But when Trump starts behaving like that,
are you 762 God? He says y'all love Bill Gates. You're crashing out right now, dude. You realize that? I mean, yeah, you keep saying it. It doesn't make it true. Like the claim, I like Bill Gates. You don't know the history of this channel. And the claim, Trump, Alex Jones like Bill Gates. Dude, you're crashing out, 762 God. I know it's difficult, dude. I know right now, like, the initial response for a lot of people is like, oh, why are y'all being so hysterical? The Democrats are bad. Oh. Like, you want to hang on to this, to the Trump that you believed he was. And you don't want to accept reality. And I understand that. But you're lashing out at all of us that are living in reality right now. And it's, it's not pleasant, dude. You're crashing out. Get control of yourself, bro. Shout out to you, though, 762. Everybody tell him hi. Hope he's doing well.
Starts getting into cult territory. And I bet, since I talked in the first hour and said I'm not in this cult, if that's what it's turning into, I bet there's already news articles about it. But I went on to say Trump is not a cult yet, but behavior like this starts going down that road. But I guarantee if it's not out now, it'll be out.
He said, I'm not crashing out. You're screaming in caps over and over again how we love Bill Gates. Maybe you're not crashing out. Maybe you're just normally crazy. I don't know, dude. But at a certain point, it's going to be spam. Yeah, and it will be removed. So I don't mind you being upset, but like if you're going to keep spamming it, then yeah, you're going to be one of the few people. I don't even remember the last time I hit anybody in the comment section. So, get control of yourself, buddy. You can do it. You can do it. Act like a grown up.
And it'll be Jones says he's left the Trump cult. Nope, never was in the cult. Not saying it's a cult, but this is starting to become cult-like language. Watch, it'll be those exact headlines. I just know how they operate.
It's one of the few things you'll get banned from my chat for is spamming. So don't spam.
Because it's formulaic. These people are followers. These globalists are repeaters. They're minions. They have boilerplates. It's like TV dinners. There's only like 8 or 9 different things you can get. Got the turkey and gravy, the roast beef and gravy. You got the chicken tortellini. You've got the meatloaf. I mean, this is not a...
Dude, he's making me hungry, dude. I should have ate before I did this.
I know a globalist thing when I see it.
I know Alex is hungry, too. He's been dieting.
It's not like going to grandma's and every dinner's different.
You know a man's hungry when every analogy has to do with food.
And so that's their fault. They think I've got enough pull to turn people against Trump. By misrepresenting what I've said, I'm trying to save Trump.
Yeah, that's the cope now. Like, we're turning people against Trump. Oh yeah, we all just, voted for him 3 times in a row. Did all this fucking work to get him elected. Like, people like Alex, look, I didn't do near as much as Alex. I'm not saying I did. I'm talking about the whole movement, right? And then now we're just trying to get people to turn on Trump. No, we're demanding fucking accountability, and we're demanding what you promised us, dude. That's it. And if you gave it to us, we'd say thank you, Trump. Because we're not in a cult, and we call it as we see it. And when you do good, we'll say, that's great. It's great what you're doing with the border. But when you cover up for pedophiles, you can't expect us to go, oh, that's great. Oh, Trump's great. Oh, no, it's not going to happen, dude.
Trump says Pam Bondi can release any credible documents from the Epstein case. That's good. And he goes on to say, I lost a lot of faith in certain people because they got duped by the Democrats. No, you guys did a 180 and then
Trump lost faith in us. Oh boy, Trump lost faith in us, dude. Can you believe that? Because that's how it works. He's supposed to have faith in the people to believe him when he's I don't know. That's so mind-boggling. I don't have a comment on it. Let's move on.
180 then 180.
That's fucking dumb.
And then a 180 in the last 10 days, and it's bizarre, and it's the worst way to handle this. But I get it. Trump doesn't give a fuck, and so he doesn't care how it looks. Maybe that is the 10D chess.
Maybe he fucks some kids, Alex.
I mean, let me tell you, world leaders are scared of him. Because we've had nothing but politicians for 40.
I don't think they are anymore. Trump was talking the other day about how I get on these phone calls with Putin and the call is so beautiful. It goes so well. And then I get off the phone and he's bombing everybody in Ukraine. And it's like, yeah, because Putin is not scared of you anymore. This whole idea that Trump is going to go in here day one, everybody's still scared of me. They're going to end all their wars. That's not the case anymore. Putin don't give a fuck. Putin will smile and say, hi, Trumpy, and say all the nice things and turn around and start bombing Kiev. While he's on the phone with you, he'll be like, hi, Trump, yeah. Hey, let's talk about these peace deals. Go ahead, drop those bombs. Oh, I'll be right back, Trump. Yeah, drop the bombs on Kiev. Do it right now while I'm on the phone with him. Hey, Trump, yeah, we'd really like a peace deal. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Call me tomorrow. And he's like, oh, that phone call went so well. Mr. President, he just bombed Kiev while you were on the phone with him. They don't respect you. They're not scared of you, dude. They're not.
40 years that were controlled by globalists. We got a real president who's in charge. And that means when he makes mistakes, it's a big deal. When he makes good decisions, it's a big deal. I mean, that scares the whole globalist system. So I'm really happy about that. Man, I need Trump to succeed. His enemies are my enemies. But I don't claim to be Trump's consigliere, but I am kind of a consigliere to the public that respects what I say, and my record stands on its own. And I'm not going to sit there and give bad counsel to the public or Trump or anybody else. I will not do it. I can't do it. And again, I'm going to explain something to people, and I'm going to go to your calls. Integrity, in my experience, is not something you have. It's something you are. To me, courage...
No, PP420. I'm still not at the point of saying Kamala would be much better. There's anybody that thinks the Democrats would have given us any sort of transparency on the Epstein files or any fucking thing else. Yeah, no. Would not have been better with Kamala. But that doesn't mean we still can't fucking call out the bullshit with Trump. Just because, I mean, there is the people that are like, oh, you think it'd be better? Like, that's their whole talking point. Oh, you think it'd be better if the Democrats were in charge? No, I don't think it would be better. But I'm not going to be a bitch when Trump starts lying and flipping the script and obviously starts covering up shit and playing ball with the people that we're supposed to be fucking getting rid of. But yeah, Kamala would have been worse.
It's not this thing. You have courage. You are courage. It's not like I go, oh, I've got courage. No, it's that I have a mission, and I'm going to execute it, and I wish I had fear. Because I had fear till I was about 10 or 11 years old. You know, I'd hear trees on the windows, you know, in a thunderstorm at 2 a.m. after I'd watched The Thing, you know, across the street with.
My mom let me watch The Exorcist when I was 5. Oh, boy.
You know, the cool 16-year-old girl. And
two movies I remember scaring the shit out of me as a kid. The Exorcist and It. The original It with Tim Curry as the clown. Dude, do not show that to kid. You gotta at least be like 13 to watch that. It's too much.
waking up and the Labrador Retriever that was like 5, 6 years old that I loved, just sleeping at the end of the bed. And in the movie, the dogs, you know, are really the thing. And I'm like, is Max going to have tentacles shoot out of him? You know, that's like 8, 9, 10 years old. Yeah, but
Chucky scared me too. I forgot about Chucky. My dad took me to see Chucky at the theater, and then we left like halfway through. Yeah, I had parents that were not afraid to let me watch terrible movies as a kid.
10, actually. She was literally babysitting me. I wasn't doing anything with her till later. I was about 13 then. But the point is that I'm literally looking at the dog thinking it's about to shoot tentacles out on me. And I remember like a few months just getting over that. And like the cat would be walking by and I was like, is the cat gonna, you know, I remember like those bizarre, you know, crazy thoughts as a kid. That movie really got to me. Now I watch it, it's hilarious. You know, the head and the spider thing comes out. But that's about the last time I was afraid. When I'm looking at the Labrador Retriever going, is it an alien? Is it, you know, because it's so scary that, you know, that could, it really got to me. And since then, I've never had, I mean, I have not fear of failure. I have an anger of failure. I have a rage of failure.
Well, it's one thing to fail when you're trying. It's another thing to like go out there and strike out purposely. On fucking purpose fail. That's a totally different thing. And this is like failing on purpose.
And that's where Trump is, but way worse. I mean, if I lived to 78,
it's like you run you call it like a football, you call a running play. You got fucking Barry Sanders back there at running back. You hand it off to him. And he just goes and hands it to the linebacker and goes, okay. And the linebacker takes it and scores. That's not failure. That's fucking sabotage.
If it was him, I'd be way worse than him right now. Because old men just get where they don't give a, you know what. So I respect it. I understand it. But I've got to explain what it is. I'm going to stop now. It's just, this is dangerous, man. And he's going nowhere, Democrats. I would suggest you run up the white flag right now. I mean, this is out of control. Do not antagonize Trump. I mean, look how much I'm antagonizing him, trying to help him, for God's sakes. And he's specifically pissed off at me, I can tell you that.
Oh yeah. He's instead of realizing he fucked up, he's sitting here watching all these videos of the people that were kissing his ass and seeing them going, nope, sorry, Trump, can't go along with this. This is not what we voted for. And instead of going, oh shit, maybe I fucked up. He's just, oh no, you're all kicked out of MAGA. You're banned from MAGA now. You can't come over to, you want to come to the MAGA parties? You can't come to the MAGA parties. Fucking, he had to have fucked some kids, dude. He had to have fucked some kids. I'm serious. Like, at this point, in my honest opinion, allegedly, he had to fuck some kids.
I've been told.
Or he covered for, I mean, there's something he did that's like, there's no coming back from, you know, image-wise.
A lot. He's now calling me not the brave, incredible Texan, or men should be like you, we'd save the world. Now it's, he's a dumb shit. Tell Alex he's a dumb shit. Well, thank you for the message. Thank you, Mr. President.
Is that true? Oh my God, dude. He's so pissed.
I kind of am retarded. But not as retarded as you've been lately, buddy boy. So if you're looking for friends that are going to tell you what you want to hear, you go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty of those around you. It's not me. That ain't me.
How long until Trump starts pulling a Twitter file situation? I wonder if Trump's team's already like emailing Google, like, you have to take down this content. This content is blah, 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 blah. Dude, that's one thing I worry about with Trump, because he talked a big game about, hey, we're going to address the social media censorship and the algorithms, and then we've heard nothing about it. right? Another promise that he never fucking followed through on. Well, of course, that's another one powerful ring, right? The ability to censor, like to work with the social media companies behind the scenes to censor the people that are, problematic to your movement. I wonder when that's going to come. Google, you motherfuckers. Okay, I know you hate Trump. You better not. If he starts emailing you to take shit down, Google, you better stand strong and not be a bunch of pussies this time, okay? That goes for all
Freedom
of these
is
social
just
media
another
platforms.
word for nothing left to
Stand up, don't be bitches.
lose. And baby, we ain't got nothing if we ain't free. I will henceforth be known as Darth Dumbshit. Tell Alex he's a dumb shit. Okay. Well, if you think what you've been doing is good, buddy.
Oh, dude, this is gonna turn into Alex going full throttle on Trump, like the way he went on Hillary Clinton. Watch, it's gonna be ugly because it's not just somebody that's terrible, has always been terrible, you've always hated. No. This is somebody who he fucking suffered for, and now that person is shitting all over him. I have a feeling, dude, Trump, you don't know what you just did, dude. You don't even know what you did. You just took that army of people that were working for you and you just turned them on yourself. You just turned it right point blank at yourself, dude. That's how fucking dumb you are.
Hey, everything you seem to have a Midas touch. Maybe it's all going to work out. I sure hope so. I told you they were going to say you didn't get the uranium and keep beating the drums for war. You thought you were going to shut this down. Maybe you're going to be successful. I'm saying it's a gamble. I'm definitely not rooting for Trump's failure. Believe me. All right. Play the clips of him on Pam Bondi. Then we'll go to your calls. Here it is.
Yeah.
Will you ask Attorney General Pam Bondi to...
That's the one we saw earlier. I'll skip past it.
Said all your press.
A terrible job. They almost destroyed our country. If I
No, Trump, we didn't get duped by him. You can't start getting on TV and saying, shut up about something. You notice at all your press conferences is the only question you get. I said that Monday. By the way, if I didn't say that, I'd have an IQ of about 50. A jellyfish has a higher IQ, in case you didn't know, than 50.
Streisand effect.
Some of the 50 IQ can barely form words. It's a no-brainer, Trump, that you want this to go away because you know they've spiked the file. I believe it. That makes sense. God, it's totally intuitive. There it is. I'm bad for saying you should stop telling people to shut up. Again, you're 10 years old. Your parents are going to church. They say you don't have to go today. And they say, whatever you do, don't go look in the Chester drawers in front of the bed. My parents never did that. It's just hypothetical. Where are you going as soon as your car drives off? You're going to see what's in there. I mean, just this is sick. This is bizarre.
There's a clip. I think I saved it. He might be getting some dementia too, dude. He might be suffering from some sort of dementia. He's not the same, dude. That was always a fear of mine because in your 80s, dude, it's downhill. But some people can make it through their 80s all right. Most people don't. And I think we're going to see severe mental degradation from Trump in the next 3 years.
And I will not take the blame, Trump, for what you're doing to yourself. So I know you tried to take the alcohol away from your older brother, who was a great guy, who drank himself to death. Were you a bad person telling your brother he was killing himself? No. Your brother got mad at you. You talked about it. I am trying to get you to take the political gun out of your mouth. You already blown both your feet off. And now you got it shoved in your mouth. I'm like, will you please take that out of your mouth? You're like, shut up. Don't talk about it. You have put the gun in your mouth and ours collectively. Stop it.
See, I just did that analogy. I'm telling you, Alex is always, me and Alex are like, always thinking the same shit. It's getting weird at this point.
Stop it. What? I get you've been harassed. I get they set it up. God, it's so obvious now. I know, I believe it. I know it's true. So stop. 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 For For God's sakes, don't attack your constituents when they have morals and aren't robots. And don't get mad because the media misrepresents what your supporters said. Remember, you said Mexicans are all scum. There's no quote of that. You said that they said you.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of shit that we defended Trump about, like, he doesn't have any faith that if they've made him look bad in these files, that we're not going to be able to sort it out and fucking tell. I mean, have some faith. Look at all this shit we stuck by you for because we did the research and went, no, this is bullshit. But yet, you can't trust us on this one? Alex, maybe Alex is still coping because sounds like he still thinks that this is some elaborate plan by the Democrats and Trump's just not handling it right. I think it's worse than that, to be honest. At this point, I think it's worse than just, oh, they planted a bunch of anti-Trump evidence. That's why they won't. It's got to be worse than that. It's got to be.
You said the KKK is wonderful people. You never said that. You said they're horrible people. So how dare you, Trump? Seriously, I'll tell you to your face. Hell, I'll get on the phone, call my ass. Any times I've missed the calls. Will you take a call with the President of the United States? Yeah. Problem is, it's always I'm on air or asleep. Missed probably hundreds of calls from Trump.
Leave him on red, Alex. Fuck him.
And I'll say, hey, man, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing to you and us in the process? You expect me to sit here while you destroy yourself in front of us and sit there and, you need to take a vacation or something. You need to lay off on whatever it is you're smoking.
Yeah, I just said he should take a vacation. Alex, stop copying me, dude.
Because it ain't good.
How do I explain to people?
Oh, we got more Alex, I think. Let's see what's next. This is going to ramp up, dude. I'm telling you, like, it's going to ramp up. If Trump is too dumb to read the writing on the wall and he keeps doubling, tripling, quadrupling down, he's going to get the Hillary Clinton treatment, dude. I'm telling you.
This is the most self-destructive, temper tantrum stuff and is the equivalent of going off the coast of San Diego and just for a day throwing rotten chicken blood into the ocean. Great white sharks will show up, probably in a few hours. And then when the great white sharks get there, I'm like, okay, Trump, you've been chumming the waters now for a week and a half. You need to stop. I don't know why you're doing it. And now Trump has jumped up on the edge of the boat on a plank and is now cutting himself. He's stripped down to his underwear and he's cutting himself with razor blades, walking out to jump into the water with great white sharks. And I'm just like, please stop. He's like, shut up. I don't want your help. You're with the enemy. I'm going to walk the plank. And I'm just like, okay, enjoy. So obviously this is beyond a disaster and a total fiasco, as I predicted last Monday, because that's what I do, is tell you what I see happening. And smart people like Laura Trump and others went out and said, oh, no, he wants to make it right. The next day he's like, yes, we're going to release it. And then the same day, nope, it's all Democrat disinformation. And again, MAGA blew up on him over the weekend when he first said that. And I said, no, it's true. They've had the file. They're only going to leave in there what they want. I never thought of that one angle. I thought about they're going to take out whatever makes them look bad and only leave stuff they want. But, they've already falsified all this stuff on Trump.
Yeah, but don't you have, like, the best computer forensic analysis people? Like, get the big balls guy from Doge, and have him look over it and go, okay, this was edited out. This was, Again, trust the American people, Trump. You want us to trust you? How about you trust us? And then we can trust you. How about that, right? You give us everything. You give us transparency. Guess what? The people will start fucking trusting you, bro.
All the fake Jane Does. And I'm like, wow, that really makes sense. Trump should develop that more. He's going to have to meet this head on like all the other hoaxes, but that's why he's really got to prosecute people that are really, doing stuff on the list. That just shows, the bad guys aren't backing down because the Democrats are still going forward with it. If there was some backroom deal to end all this, and have the globalists leave Trump alone and let him save the country and the world by extension, I don't agree with that, but I can see the logic. The intelligence agencies are involved, so you say, well, it'll bring down the U.S. government, the Israelis, so, we can't do it. I mean, I see the argument. I don't agree with it. And so maybe he has to join with the cover-up to get them off, off of our back because, they're suing for peace. So now Trump has slammed past supporters over fixation on Epstein. So this is very, 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 very destructive.
What's funny is if he would have just stopped talking about it after the first, weird ass memo that came out on, I forget what website or magazine, but the first time that came out said, actually he killed himself and there's nothing to see here, guys, move along. If they would have just shut up after that, it would have been bad, but it wouldn't have been this bad. But he just keeps coming out every day, making it worse, putting messages out there like saying ridiculous things like, oh, this is all a hoax from the crazy left Democrats. And oh, if you want to keep talking about this and keep working for the Democrats, then we don't want you in our movement. Yeah, very convenient to say as somebody who doesn't need any more votes. I wonder how J.D. Vance feels about that. I'm sure J.D. Vance is not happy. He's like, damn, I should have turned down this VP shit. It was really nice in Ohio. What do we got next? By the way, if some of you don't know, all this shit I'm finding, it's go follow Real Alex Jones on Twitter, and you can get all this. Or, Infowars.com, all that stuff. But yeah, I use Twitter most of the time to watch Alex now. Thank you, Elon, for letting him back on. It's time he comes back on everything, okay? We got to let Alex back on everything. It's been long enough. He's been punished now for, 7 years? He was banned in 2018. 7 years of being banned off every platform. I think that's long enough, man. What is this, a permanent lifetime ban? What the fuck, man? What's the next one? Yeah, more Alex Jones. This one's actually makes you wonder. Like, is this what's going on? Is he being held hostage? Does somebody have a gun to his head behind the scenes telling him what to do?
The reason I just ran in here, and thanks for having me on, is I don't think you were joking. I think it's really serious. At least I took it serious. I didn't think of this. Is Trump being held hostage? I mean, Bongino and Patel 2 months ago when they first floated, oh, Epstein killed himself and he acted alone. He really wasn't doing anything. People are like, oh, and Crooks acting alone in Pennsylvania trying to kill Trump. We were like, they look like deer in the headlights, like they're prisoners. Like, I was the first one to say it. It looks like they're being held hostage. Like in those old, Vietnam would shoot down our pilots, North Korea would, and they would blink, Morse code, torture.
Guys, 3 likes away from 100. Let's get it. Let's get it. And share it out. Share this out if you haven't shared it out. Let's see if we can get to 300 concurrent viewers. Let's see if we could finally fucking break 300. Let's see what happens.
That's basically what this is. And now you have Bongino. So I'm serious. We know Israel, and I didn't believe Israel, for my research, was the #1 lobbying group before. It was Communist China, the big banks, the globalists. But on foreign policy, Israel dominated our foreign policy in the Middle East. That's on record. The clean break, Project American Century, the last, regime change.
Well, if it's true that Israel is the one that's in control of the blackmail, I can't confirm, but there's rumors about that people believe Israel is the one controlling all this blackmail, then yeah, they're basically running shit. But, I can't confirm or deny that. And I tend to think it's probably the CIA. Everybody wants to push everything off on Israel. Yeah, I'm sure their fucking, Mossad, their intelligence agencies are doing nasty work just like our intelligence agencies. But I think the CIA is probably the worst.
6 countries, the last one's Iran. Yeah, that's a fact. They did the Liberty, staged that. Israel's done a lot of bad stuff. But I didn't, say, oh, there's a thunderstorm today, it's Israel, or I slipped on a banana pill, it's Israel. And that whole crowd gets a little bit schizophrenic, blaming everything on Israel. But you can't now not say that it's even Israeli papers that, hey, we're a superpower now, we control America. And so we kind of kick the Democrats and the deep state out to a certain extent, and China's being held off in their control. That was what we wanted. And now Israel is just swooping in that power vacuum. And so, yeah, and you got Lutnick, just great on the economy, but tied to Epstein.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think it's Trump who's in the files himself, because there's never any evidence of that. But it is people in his orbit and the embarrassingness of all of this. And then you've got Ben Shapiro saying, I talked to the former Israeli prime minister, who was a boss of Mossad.
What do you guys believe Ben Shapiro? Do you think he's trustworthy on this subject?
Said Epstein wasn't Mossad. Oh, because by way of deception, you will do war. I mean,
very weird how these people like Ben Shapiro were part of the Never Trump movement. fucking hated the shit out of Trump. And then all of a sudden now, these neocons, they just love themselves some Trump, don't they?
Oh, and Spear also said today, Israel's only had one spy, Jonathan Pollard.
It's the only one ever, Alex.
I mean, that's like saying there's only one fish in the ocean. So this is preposterous. And so I don't relish having to really take on Israel as currently the main threat to our country. But the people running it right now, and Benjamin Netanyahu is very unpopular, really are making a run at the country. And Epstein was Mossad, MI6, CIA. It's all the same thing. Maxwell's dad, family business, Mossad, buried Mount of Olives, MI6, mainstream news. And so the claim that we are hearing, the claim that we're being given, that there's just no such thing as this is preposterous. And Trump to say, yeah, we're going to release it a year ago. Now there's nothing there. There's nothing to release. Okay, we're going to release it. Okay, if you want it released, you're a traitor, you're a Democrat, dude, you're excommunicated out of MAGA. And then flip-flop again and have Solomon come out, who's a very accurate reporter, and Solomon come out and say, no, I met with Trump yesterday. They're doing the special prosecutor, which I'd heard from sources yesterday that was true. So we first broke that. So it's like, we're going to investigate. I'll tell Bonnie to release it. There's nothing there. You're crazy if you ask questions. You couldn't create a greater Streisand effect. So I'm asking a very serious question right now. Is President Trump being held hostage with blackmail? Is it?
It's a legitimate question at this point. It's 100% legitimate to wonder this because he's acting like a fucking hostage right now.
Somebody in his family implicated? And again, he's a smart guy. Why would he be flailing around saying, don't look at this or you're a traitor, when anybody knows 101, if you, like, we'll make a mistake in an interview or report, and I will, in the past, I would pull it just because it was wrong, but I noticed whatever I pulled, they would project some conspiracy on, so I now leave it up and put a correction on top of it. Because, if it's a 30-minute, piece, they'll find something in it and claim I was covering that up. No, I'll get a fact wrong, or like today.
Even Laura Loomer's flipping? Laura Loomer's another one of these that were like attacking all the MAGA Trump supporters who were not happy about the Iran shit. In the flirting with regime change, getting involved in bombing Iran. By the way, I have a feeling that bomb we did on Iran didn't do jack shit. But, maybe I'm wrong. But even Laura Loomer's flipping? I mean, these are all the people that are calling. I mean, it's funny, like the people that are calling you a panic-in today, give it 2 weeks. Give it 2 weeks. They're just a little slow to absorb all this information, and they're a little slow to just acknowledge that, yeah, my girlfriend's cheating on me. You're that guy that the girlfriend's gone every night, and she's like, no, I'm out with the girls, and then she comes home drunk at like 3 a.m. You're like, oh, no, she's not cheating on me. This sweet little angel would never cheat on me. And then a couple months later, you're like, holy shit. Is she fucking cheating on me? And your friends are like, yeah, dude, we tried to tell you a month ago this bitch was cheating on you. That's where a lot of people are right now. You got to give them time.
Today I said the Iranian prime minister is there today. It was the Bahrainian. I just wasn't paying attention. And so we're not going to cut that out of the show because it'll become some big conspiracy. So I know about the Streisand effect. And people that don't know, you should look it up. But it's real simple. If your dad says, don't get in this drawer, in the chest or drawers when I'm gone, which my dad never did. But the point is, hypothetically, that's where the Playboy magazines are. That's what, as soon as dad leaves, you're going right there to see what's there. And so the Q people are like, this is 85 quadrillion, infinity, mega massive, beyond God, super.
You still got Q, Trump. Congratulations. And by the way, I heard that Q was an Israeli intelligence operation. Which I don't know, but it does seem to me, I wouldn't be surprised if Q was like some sort of intelligence operation. Also, Flat Earth. I think Flat Earth was like the intelligence agencies being like, how dumb are people? Can we convince them the Earth is flat? Can we do it? Let's try.
For chess, next level. And I've been wanting to say this a few months. I haven't because I don't want to help our enemies overall. Trump's been a good force. I know people very close to Trump. And it's not like megalomania where he's on a power trip. He's so committed and thinks he's right after they tried to kill him and all this pressure. Instead of him collapsing under pressure, he kind of like, I'm not really a Marvel fan, but I did see the old Superman or Batman, whatever it is, with Doomsday.
Welcome to Team Adeptus. Thank you, brother.
Like 15 years ago, what it was, the more you attack him, the stronger he gets. But in the process, he becomes a monster. And I've kind of, under pressure, having to level up, gotten more aggressive and stuff. I got to control it. I'm only 51. So I can't imagine at 78 what's going on with him in the 80 trillion chess. I mean, it's infinity chess. It's beyond infinity. It's beyond God. And being sarcastic. So this is really a tragedy. I hope he course corrects. But, I mean, in the space of yesterday, yeah, we're doing a special counsel. Yeah, Bondi. Yeah, it's reasonable. Laura Trump. Yeah, he wants to set it right. Lutnick, hours later. Nope, we're not looking at it. No discussion. You're traitors if you do it. And then 3 times in a press conference today. Hell, that was hours ago. I imagine he's flipped out again, Owen.
Well, he does have lunch meetings with...
I have to say, Owen and Harrison and Chase Geiser, they do good fucking work, man. You guys got to check them out, too.
Other foreign diplomats, including the Prime Minister.
I tried to get him on this. At some point, I'll get him on the show. It's just, you know, everybody's so fucking busy. And the show needs to get bigger. That's the reality. You know, once if I'm getting closer to like 1,000 concurrent viewers at some point, it'll be so much easier to bring these people on. But no matter how good a dude somebody is, people... like, yeah, their time is limited, and like, why would you want to go on a small show? So we'll get those numbers up, and we'll start getting bigger guests.
Minister of Qatar, so
Yeah,
he might
Alex,
be behind
I'm
the
sure we'll get
scenes and
Alex
not
back on, too.
in front of cameras anymore. But he's already made his statements, so it's not like, you know. I look at it like this, Alex. We have a structure fire here. This is a 10 alarm whatever structure fire, and they're trying to put it out with like sippy cups of water. Like, here's a special counsel, or we'll do this. Oh, whatever's credible. It's like.
Well, it's more like they're trying to put it out with sippy cups filled with fucking gasoline, dude. Everything they're doing is just spreading the fucking fire. If it was a sippy cup of fucking water, at least that would make some sense.
Well, those are sippy cups. Saying don't investigate it is like a fire hose of gasoline.
Okay, stop copying. I didn't watch this clip, dude. I'm telling you, I did not watch this clip. I did not watch this fucking clip. Alex, you got to stop saying the things I'm saying, okay?
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, maybe a special counsel, or maybe this. It's like you just put a sippy cup on this structure fire that you started now. And then after that, you're going to come out and dump the gas.
And then we're traitors for observing it. And as I said last Monday, I said Trump's behind this. It came out the next day he was. Hey, you know they've been trying to shut us down forever. They put a receiver in. They can be here as early as hell tomorrow. We're fighting them in federal court. We need your support. They don't own the AlexJonesTour.com. I don't own it. They can't get it. It supports the Alex Jones Network, all of it. We have the new Alex Jones Tactical Dagger. This is beyond badass. These sell for $100 in stores. We bought so many of them. We're selling for $70.
God damn, that's what I need to do. I need to start pulling out weapons and selling weapons. Here's my baton to beat someone's ass with. Yeah, fuck yeah. Here's my samurai sword. Buy my samurai sword. That's a good move.
What is $78?
That's the shit that'll sell.
Amazing high-tech scabbard. And it's got the hookup for your belt, all of it. And look at that. Doesn't come out. It is amazing. This is a limited edition. It's going to sell quickly. I need support. We're going to keep Owen, Harrison, everybody on air. We're going to expand regardless under a new banner. They're able.
The fucking battle dagger, dude. I love it. That's good.
Doge Hordler super chatted $5.
Yeah, I know, Doge. I'm just joking.
It's not like he's copying you. Great minds think alike.
It's obvious conclusions to come to. So yeah, a lot of people are coming to him, but it's fun. It's fun to just, have fun with it. What's next? I don't know if there's more Alex. I know I had a lot of Alex. That might have been, let's see. Oh no, yeah, we got more Alex. Oh, we might have. No, I think he actually reacts to Ben Shapiro here.
Clip 5, Ben Shapiro says his sources says there are no tapes from Epstein Island showing children being harmed. No, there's just all the, quote, houses full, the FBI reports that are public, from Zorro Ranch, Little St. John's Caribbean, Zorro Ranch, New Mexico, the New York lair, all of it, of hard drives and hidden cameras everywhere, and convictions for underage sex and sex trafficking. But there's nothing going on. You all saw the video they put out last week. They promised 2 months ago. Now it's 1 minute taken out and 2 minutes and 53 seconds taken out and all these edits in Adobe video editing.
It's Adobe Premiere, Alex. Okay, let's get it right.
I mean, if somebody said, here's our proof, nobody killed Epstein, around this corner you can't see is the entrance to a cell block that has people with cells that have already tried to kill him in there. And there's your proof. And by the way, we haven't edited this, but you have. Because it's the unenhanced one. One, they turn the light up on it and see, we can't really see, it's dark shot. Well, this one's the enhanced. We just turn the lighting up. Who in their technician operation told them that? This is a setup, folks. This is sabotage. It'd be like saying, It's a blue sky outside. Look at me on screen. You see the blue sky? I don't even know it's a blue sky today. I'm in a dark studio. Just believe me, it's a blue sky right now. You're like, I don't see any shot out. Just if you question me, you're a traitor. You work with the Democrats. And I'm like, just make a special counsel. We heard you are. I've lost a lot of faith in these people. Oh, okay. Well, you said there was an Epstein file, you release it, and you said it isn't there. Now you say it is there. Now you're going to do a special counsel, but we should shut up. I'm a traitor. All right, great. Would be the first time I heard that. I got accused of being a Russian agent for supporting him. Dude,
if we went down the line of all the shit Alex has gone through since he decided to support Trump, I have a feeling if he would have kept just attacking the establishment, attacking Republicans, attacking Democrats, and never threw his support behind Trump, he'd probably still be on every platform right now.
Ben Shapiro, the Israeli operative.
Thousands of hours of tape.
Did you just call Ben Shapiro an Israeli operative? You can't say that. What are you... Whoa. Let's hear that again. Did you really...
Here's Ben Shapiro, the Israeli operative.
Oh, disavow, dude. How would you dare say that, dude?
Thousands of hours of tape.
It's called sarcasm, boys. It's okay. I do that sometimes.
By the way, but they are child pornography. The reason the FBI is not releasing them is because those tapes do not include underage people with third parties on Epstein Island. That is not what the tapes are. I also have sources in the federal government who are covering this stuff and have seen the documents. Okay, those tapes are just child porn. That's all. That's what they are. That's why the FBI is not releasing them.
Yeah, but then when Megyn Kelly told you when y'all had your debate that she had sources, you're like, well, I can't just trust your sources. Who are they? I need to know who they are. Who are your sources, Ben? Give us receipts. We just got to trust you. Oh, your sources? Hey, I have sources. Let's say Benny Boy over here has a fake beard. It's a fake beard. He also likes to suck his thumb at night before going to bed. And he beat off to his sister one time when he was younger. I have sources, guys. I have sources.
Okay, as far as the Epstein list,
his sister's hot, so
what I have been told by my sources is that there is no Epstein list. That basically there's a black book of Jeffrey Epstein contacts, and the vast majority of those contacts are already out there publicly. That's why you know names like Prince Andrew or Alan Dershowitz or some of the names that have been mentioned here. Those contacts, there is no evidence, according to the DOJ and the FBI, and again, that's public. There's no evidence that any of those third parties were having girls trafficked to them.
So why did they get trafficking charges in? So why is Ghislaine Maxwell in jail? She's innocent? Let her out, dude. Let her out.
Here is Tucker then asserting that it was actually Mossad. Again, without evidence, that not a shock. Of course.
Well, he's got his sources too, Ben. Okay? Who's to say whose sources are more accurate, bro?
This is where Tucker was going. This has become the hot speculation on the internet, is without evidence.
It's more, trust me, bro.
You say that Mossad was running Jeffrey Epstein. When I say without evidence, I mean without evidence. Naftali Bennett, the former Israeli prime minister, said, quote, as a former Israeli prime minister, with the Mossad having reported directly to me, I say to you with 100% certainty, the accusation that Jeffrey Epstein somehow worked for Israel or the Mossad running a blackmail ring is categorically and totally false. This accusation is a lie being peddled by prominent online personalities.
So we're going to take the former prime minister of Israel's word on it? When another former prime minister of Israel was actually in business with this motherfucking Epstein guy? Yeah, we'll just take your word for it, guys.
Just Tucker Carlson, pretending they know things they don't.
Yeah, you know Mossad would just come out and tell you, right? Mossad would never lie to you. They'd tell you if they were doing something here, right?
And in fact, I followed up with the former prime minister, Naftali Bennett, and what he told me is that Mossad has not been active in the United States against the United States since the Jonathan Pollard scandal of 1987, when a U.S. Army contractor who's actually working for the Navy revealed classified information to the Israeli government. He was prosecuted by the United States government and ended up in prison for almost 30 years. And so Israel since then has not spied on the United States with Mossad.
Wow. Ben Shapiro was talking to the former prime minister and the head of Mossad, and he said Israel doesn't spy on the United States.
Cook him, Alex. Cook him.
Then, of course, we have the admitted handler, John Bryan, of Prince Andrew, saying, no, he did abuse underage girls. But you just heard Ben Shapiro. he talked to the former Israeli prime minister that was the boss of Mossad, and he said there's nothing there. Was Ehud Barak 30-plus times on record at Epstein's facility going in and out with young women, trying to cover his face? Is he in the files that have been released with Epstein talking about women, girls? Yes, Benny Shapiro, he is.
Oh, please go to war with Ben, please. We need that. We need an Alex Jones versus Ben Shapiro part 2, please.
Was Robert Maxwell, the father of Ghislaine, the real boss, the head Mossad operative buried with Mossad honors at Mount of Olives, with his body received by the Israeli prime minister? Probably not Mossad, right? I mean, here's the deal. I don't say Israel's the fount of all problems in the world. But do not.
No, Israel has the only intelligence agency that only does good. They never do bad things. Unlike every other intelligence agency in the world, Israel's is fucking, they're like saints, guys.
Piss in my face and tell me it's raining. Do not. Oh, Ben Shapiro that organizes Elon Musk on Israel. Ben Shapiro just calls.
Look at all those goddamn sheets, dude. I'm telling you, this blows my mind every time. Why did Epstein have so many fucking sheets? It's like he's got more sheets than like the whole cell block put together. It's like everybody in the cell block just like handed him his sheets. This is a guy who just tried to kill himself supposedly 2 weeks before, but yet you give him more sheets than the fucking Queen of England, dude. Like, what? I still can't get over that. It's so crazy, dude. How did he have so many fucking sheets?
Up the former prime minister. Well, there's your total proof. What is the Mossad maxim? What is their call sign? What is their refrain? What is their battle cry? What is it exactly? By way of deception, we conquer. By way of deception, we overcome. Forget the exact quote. Guys, pull up the Mossad.
Oh, no, Alex. You can't do that, Alex.
It's on their own website. What is the Mossad in Hebrew maxim? By way of deception, we what?
Next thing you know, he's going to be talking about the USS Liberty. Come on, calm down, Alex. Calm down.
The Mossad.
Thank you, John McCarter. Shout out, John. Hope you're doing good. He says, I'm amazing and awesome. And Pink Trip, you're not stupid. Thank you, John. I need that reassurance sometimes, because sometimes I feel pretty stupid, especially with the way Trump's treating me right now. He's making me feel stupid. Everybody tell John hello. Hope you're doing good, John. I need more drink. Thank you, Spocko.
Spocko super
exactly,
chatted
dude.
$1.99.
Exactly.
If you can't trust Mossad, who can you trust?
Nobody, bro. Nobody. I mean, we're fucked. If we can't even trust Mossad, I mean, forget about it, dude. Thank you, Spocko.
By way of deception, thou shalt do war. Oh, but you heard Ben Shapiro. I mean, we talked to the former boss of Mossad. I called him, he said. I bet you talk quite a bit. And he says, why, since Jonathan Pollard got put in prison for stealing U.S. military secrets, we've never spied on America, not one time. Not Monica Lewinsky. That all came out. Not the Israelis tapping the White House. No.
They tapped the White House? Oh, it's our allies, guys. It's fine. It's fine. Just let them tap our lines, you know?
Oh, no.
What the fuck, dude? How could you be allies with, like, people who are... I know this is, like, normal. Everybody's spying on each other. But shouldn't there be some level of ally where it's like, you know, we can, like, have some sort of agreement not to spy on each other? And we just share information openly? Isn't that possible?
Oh, no.
I mean, an ally as fucking strong as Israel, there's our strongest ally in the world, but yet they're still spying on us.
Oh, no.
Weird.
And the Russians don't spy. And the Chinese don't spy. And MI6 doesn't spy. And the cartels don't spy. And the French don't spy. I mean, just everybody knows all these governments spy on each other. Why don't you just say, yeah, we monitor our ally, like Senator Cruz said. I mean, Cruz is smart enough to not say Israel doesn't spy on us. Oh, my God. I've never heard such bullshit in my life. I mean, Ben Shapiro has nothing but raw disdain for his dwindling.
So that's a good thing about Trump. The only good thing I can say about Trump right now is at least he isn't Hillary Clinton. At least he isn't Ted Cruz. Because people will say, well, you're responsible. It's like, we're responsible for getting Trump. Yeah, but we're also responsible for avoiding Ted Cruz, for avoiding Jeb Bush, for avoiding Hillary Clinton, for avoiding Kamala Harris. Trump, even if Trump's a fucking pedophile, he's better than all of them. That's the sad part. That's how bad the Democrats are. A pedophile Trump is still better than all of them fuckheads. They're probably all pedophiles anyway. It's like Tim Dillon said, vote for your favorite pedophile. Asking them not to fuck kids is a bridge too far. So just pick your favorite pedophile and which one has the best tax plan and vote for that pedophile.
Audience.
Shout out to Tim.
And it's so classic. They had billionaire Zionist funding to start the Daily Wire. And then they all got...
Me too.
Adeptus Omegas Santos super chatted $2. I love Mossad Ping.
They're great, man. Yeah. I mean, they're keeping us safe right now. Right now, they're keeping you safe.
Dreams of Hollywood and put...
As they spy on you. They're spying on you to keep you safe.
Hundreds of millions of dollars.
It's for your own good.
Into Hollywood productions with them starring in it. Because they want to be movie stars. Hollywood's been dead for 20 years, bro. It's a joke to anybody with an IQ above room temperature. What people care about is authenticity and the truth.
Amen.
The age of Hollywood's over, but you still got into this to be a Hollywood movie star. You're a joke. So, and I don't say this so the Israel lobby doesn't attack me. They've been attacking me forever because I oppose their policies and other globalist policies. Ugh. It makes me sick.
Go in on them, Alex. Don't hold back,
to sit here and spend time on Israel.
Don't hold back.
Because I understand how the universe works, and I understand that the people that are obsessed with Israel, if it is possible, and it is, 9 times out of 10 are even sicker. Because that's that weird thing about the weird spiritual vortex around Israel and just...
Boy, that relationship sure went sideways, didn't it?
And, the Abrahamic religion, all of it, and there's a real thing there. And there's all these amazing things Jews do. They do. There's all these horrible things they do. Any exceptional group is going to be exceptionally evil and exceptionally good. I mean, that's real. I mean, I have respect for it. I admire a lot of it. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I can admire a Bengal tiger in the jungles of India. Doesn't mean I'm going to get on my car and run over and try to hug it. But, dude, you're a predator, man. You think we're all a bunch of animals, and how it works is they get Jews abused for their operations. The Jews all get behind the alpha Jews, who then suck off of them and control them, and then they always make a play for total power, and then that conjures the golem, that conjures the Adolf Hitler, that conjures the Ben Shapiro, that conjures the Nick Fuentes. Because it's all two sides of the same coin. And I'm not saying Nick Fuentes is Hitler. I'm not saying Ben Shapiro's Hitler, but it's those forces that form is the same archetype. And it always goes the same direction. And I'm just like, can we stop this cycle, please? I mean, you guys just have to have your Armageddon, don't you? And again, I've never really followed Nick Fuentes. We'll go to break it back with the calls, rest of the broadcast. I mean, I knew he did the Groypers and popped up in 2016 and seemed articulate and interesting and like interviewing him. He's not, overall very likable guy, very smart. I mean, he's very, very smart. And I didn't know that he was in Model UN. It doesn't mean he's a UN agent. I mean, any of the smart kids in school, they'd like a debate class, you model UN stuff. I noticed early on as kind of a factoid junkie of geopolitics and history and, regions and things. I was like, this guy really knows what he's talking about. And he's like 18 popping up the Daily Wire. interviewing him here and there, then meeting him a few times, rallies, things like that. But I never did his origin story, so I got up about 4:30 this morning.
Uh-oh.
And I was doing research, and I just in my feed popped up the Candace Owens interview they did last Friday with Fuentes, and I didn't listen to the whole 2 hours, whatever. I listened to about 45 minutes, so I got busy.
I gotta say, I think you should be careful with Fuentes. I still have a sneaky suspicion he's a Fed, but, you know, I could be wrong. Maybe he's just like the only one that got off scot-free from January 6th. He's just lucky, maybe, but I worry about that. Owen didn't get off, and Owen didn't do shit. You know, Alex got off. I don't think, but they already were fucking with Alex in a million different ways. But they went after Owen, and Owen didn't fucking go in the fucking thing. He told everybody to be peaceful. Mick was like stoking the flames, and he didn't get nothing happen to him. So I'm a little suspicious, but again, I could be wrong.
And it was how he does his speech against leftists. It's super popular at Boston University. And the Daily Wire comes and hires him and then starts pecking him, saying, you got to go to Israel. You got to be pro-Israel. He wasn't even thinking about Israel. He was actually pro-Israel. But he wasn't like thinking about Israel. He's like, well, what do you mean I got to, get more pro-Israel? And they were trying to recruit him in. And then over the next year, he wouldn't do it. So they threaten him, fire him, then get him blackballed. And then that's what made him go on this path. And that is the perfect allegory or microcosm of why a real sage.
Well, Kanye, too. Kanye's story is pretty similar. You know, gets banned off everything, gets fucked over by his management. And then all of a sudden, he goes full, the Jews. Although I don't know how much of that was real with Kanye. I have always kind of had a suspicion that Kanye was just doing kind of like performance art. Like, what is the most offensive thing I can say as like a protest against the censorship? And I'm going to say that most offensive thing. I could be wrong, but that's kind of the only way I can make sense of Kanye's new arc.
Michael Savage was on 2 weeks ago, and he said he's talking to the highest level in Israel. And they're not anti-Israel. They're not anti-expansion. They're not any of that. They're like, Netanyahu's got to go. He's turned the whole world against us. Yeah, he's getting a lot of power out of it, but we can see where this leads.
Yeah, dude. A lot of this criticism of Israel, they make it out like, oh, you hate Israel. No, actually, I love Israel. I want the best for Israel. And yeah, you need to stop taking on the neocon strategy and starting shit with all your neighbors and figure out a way to have peace. And, probably the people running your shit right now, they need to be replaced. So what I want is the best for Israel. I want Israel to be peaceful. I want them to be prosperous. And they're just repeating all the mistakes that we've made. And it's like, don't do that. It's not going to work. It's going to be terrible in the long run.
And I mean, they literally created Nick Fuentes. Pro-Israel. But he kept asking, why am I always being pushed to go to Israel? Why am I being told I got to do this for Israel? And then he started asking, I said, you don't ask questions. And then they persecuted him. Just like, I never make a big deal about it, but it's been the ADL and, that lobby's quarterbacked in law firms. And I go in there and, I go, you white shoe boys aren't going to destroy me. And they put a headline out in the fake transcript, white Jew boys. And we create the audio of the court, and the court has to admit I said white shoe boy, which means Ivy League.
It's really easy to end up on the ADL. Didn't Revenge of the Sis, Mersh and Royce, they have it's a decent sized show, but they're not like, they're not on the level of anybody you would think would ever end up on a list. And they ended up on the ADL list because I guess they made too many Jew jokes. But yeah, anybody can end up on that list, dude. But it's kind of not really taken seriously anymore. They've kind of, boy who cried wolf themselves out of being relevant.
But, I didn't make a big deal about it. It was Jewish mafia attacking me. I'm like, oh, it's all right. That's fine. I'm not going to, play your game. And then they just still make it about that. Like, no, we're going to do that, and you're going to sit there and take it, buddy. We don't care both your grandfathers almost died bombing Hitler. We're going to call you a Nazi, and you're going to sit there and you're going to take it. because we're going to cynically sit there and we're going to use that for control and power. And I'm like, hey, I'm not like Fuentes, and I'm not saying he's weak-minded. He's very smart, but he doesn't love Hitler or anything. But whatever, he gets
Well, he's not doing himself any favors with some of his rhetoric, but he's a young kid. He'll learn.
into the edginess of halfway defending him. But let's explain something. I don't like Hitler, and I don't like the people running Israel. And I put you people in the same boat. Sick, evil, power-grabbing demons who are going to get us all killed. Got it? How dare you? And I'll tell Israel this. You are conjuring the ultimate Hitler that will destroy us all. You are going to get everybody killed.
Have you?
Clip 5.
The report's going to be Alex Jones threatens to bring back Hitler to attack the Jews. Yeah, you got to understand his point, but it's going to be, I guarantee you it's going to be lost in translation to be just an attack on the Jews. Like, no, don't behave like America. Don't start doing all this wild shit with your intelligence agencies, which you've already done. Now it's too late. Cat's out of the bag. I don't know, man. I just want the best for everybody. Yeah, terrible governments that fucking behave like our CIA and like Mossad, shit like that. It's not good for anybody. They hide behind the idea that we're keeping you safe. Oh, the intelligence agencies. Oh, the only reason you slept safely tonight is because we're out here protecting you. And it's like, no, you're out there blackmailing people, running fucking honeypot operations, dosing people with LSD just for the fuck of it. Like, come on now, dude. This shit needs to be done away with. Now, this is a bit of cope, but let's see what old Glennie Becky has to say.
I want to just take you through the
Ooh, the board. The fucking chalkboard's back. Things are serious when he brings the chalkboard back.
Possibilities that I think could be happening here. The possibility number one, and this is what the left is saying, and some people now on his team are saying. He's in the report. With 15-year-olds? Really? Do you actually believe that? I mean, let's be honest.
I wouldn't have believed it until Trump started behaving like that until Trump started acting like the information in there is probably something like that. Trump's own fucking behavior has made me think, is that what happened? But yeah, before Trump started acting like a moron, I would have said, yeah, no, I doubt it.
20 years ago, if, this was like, hey, he was on an island with 25-year-old models, I would be going, probably.
Yeah, we'd go based. Cool
15, 16-year-olds,
badass.
that's not Donald Trump. It's not Donald Trump.
How do you know that?
I don't believe that.
Well,
do you?
His behavior is not looking very good.
I say, no way that's true. Second theory, his friends, his donors, and the power GOP are in it. Okay, first of all, if the power GOP were in that, I'm not sure. If the power GOP were in that, also the power DNC would be in it, and he'd be all for destroying both of those. Okay? It makes no sense. Unless you want to say, well, he wants to use this, and I'll get to that here in a second. But let's just say he's only doing it because his friends, his donors, or the power GOP are in it. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Listen to theory 3. I don't think that's true. There's no way. Let me ask you, except for the Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh, when was the last time, and Kavanaugh is different because he didn't do anything. When have you seen anybody in the administration that actually did something wrong that Donald Trump, when the heat got on them, he didn't just go, yeah, see, you got to take care of that. You're on your own on that, okay? He's not going to take the heat for his friends if they did something wrong. Think about that, just that. His friends or donors or the power GOP are in it. Do you think he'd flush down half of the MAGA movement for friends or power brokers? Never. Never. The man knows where his power comes from, and it's from his base. No way. Don't believe it. Now, 3 is a possibility. I don't believe it, but it's a possibility. And that is that 2 is kind of true. His friends, donors, power, GOP. and he's using the information. For instance, let's say Jeffrey Epstein was a Messiah.
This is the biggest cope. Oh, see, Trump's doing the right thing. He's taking control of the blackmail so he can make America great again with blackmail. Yeah. That's going to be the ending cope. Watch. It's going to be, oh, yeah, no, Trump, trust me, it's a QAnon cope. Trust me, guys. Trump's got that blackmail. You don't even know it. Hillary Clinton's already in prison. Bill Clinton's already in prison. Netanyahu, it's a body double. He's in prison. It's like, okay, dude. Yeah.
Mossad agent. I could see Donald Trump, who does not want regime change in Iran, thinking that would be bad for the country and the world. Benny, can I call you that? Your boy here was a Mossad agent. Now,
yeah, so it's the opposite. Glenn Beck's cope is it's the opposite. Actually, now we have the blackmail and we're controlling Israel now, guys. It's great.
Yes, the CIA was involved, so it's going to be bad for both of us, but probably worse for you.
Yes, Glenn Beck got the call.
So I'm going to keep this under wraps, but what you're going to do is not have regime change in Iran. If the president saw something that he felt was accomplished that would be very, very good by saying, I'm going to sit on that, I think he might do it.
Okay.
But I don't think that's what happened. I don't.
Oh, is there more?
Because of today's letter. Okay? I'm going to get to that now. The fourth theory is...
That's good camera work. I bet you they recorded this multiple times just so the camera work was perfect and wouldn't give away 0.4 and 5. Dude, this is all rehearsed really well.
What the president is trying to say, there's nothing here. Now, this one I can believe if it's presented this way.
You can believe that? So they just lied for fucking 10 years and then all of a sudden, oh, sorry, nothing here, guys.
It's had 1,000 fingerprints on it. The chain of custody is ridiculous. We don't...
So then tell us that as you release it. Go, look, this is probably like, we're doing more research to see what's missing, but, this is not all the information, but we're going to give you what we got as a thank you to the American people for putting up with so much bullshit. We're going to give you some transparency. None of it makes any sense.
Know what's real and what's not. It has been sitting around desks and in the hands of lefties, righties, power brokers, people who are guilty, people who are innocent. We don't know the chain of custody of this thing. We can't.
Look, I think it's safe to say the idea that there's nothing there is bullshit. Okay. Clearly, there's something about Trump there. Clearly, there's something about Trump in there. The question is, how bad is it? What's there? How bad is it?
Prove anything. Thus, there's nothing in there. There's nothing we can prove. Move on. That I could believe. That one I could believe.
The idea that they can just tell us that they think they can just tell us to move on and stop asking questions and just say, just trust me, bro. It's not how it works, dude. That is not how it ever should work. You work for us, fucker. Give us the information so that us, your boss, can be informed to make proper decisions on how we want this fucking country run, you piece of shit. Sorry, I'll calm down.
But it doesn't explain today's letter. Laura Trump said something earlier this week. She said, I just want to tell you there's more information that's going to come out. Okay. That's when I thought, okay, idea number 4.
Yeah, but then the next 2 days, Trump is just telling us we're idiots for wanting it. So which one is it? It looks like somebody smart in the campaign was like, Laura, let's see if we can clean this up. And then Trump just totally fucking derailed it again.
That's true. There's nothing there because it's got 1,000 fingerprints on it, and there's nothing you can prove because I don't believe 1, 2, or 3. I don't.
The Midwest request super chatted $2. The talking heads act like DJ spin masters.
Pretty much, dude. That's what they're good at. Masters of spin.
Doesn't make sense to me. And then he came out with this. Now, it could be that he is so frustrated because the guy has accomplished miracles in 6 months. The guy should have yet another Nobel Prize. And
yeah, somebody said that Comey's daughter got fired from the DOJ, right? Yeah, I'll look for that Hans Brunn and see what we can find.
this one earned. He should have that from some of the stuff that he's done. He's accomplished amazing things. And I could see myself really tired, really burned out, working 24 hours a day, flying all over the world. Could you keep his schedule? Like, I'm not trying to make excuses for him. I just want to present a fair look. Could you keep his schedule? I know if I have a schedule half that way, I get testy.
Oh, okay, that's the problem. He's just grumpy, guys. That's it. He's not trying to hide anything. He's just a grumpy old man. Okay. Jesus.
So that could explain this.
So all of your math on your board just came to the conclusion that Trump's just a grumpy old man. That's the problem.
It could explain him going, can you knock it off? Look what we're doing. There's nothing there. That works.
He's just a grumpy old man. He's just grumpy.
But this bothers
Working
me.
too much.
All of this part, we're one team, MAGA, talk of the world. Selfish people are trying to hurt it over a guy who never dies. Why are we giving? Okay, it's Epstein over and over again.
When he says a guy that never dies, that's like what a murderer would say. Like, fuck, I killed this motherfucker. He just won't die. He just won't go away.
That theory works. To me, what I just said to you, okay, he's tired. He's grumpy. He wants people to pay attention to the things that are important because there's nothing in it. Theory number 4. Until you get here, why are we giving publicity to files written by Obama, crooked Hillary, Comey, Brennan, and the losers and criminals of the Biden administration who conned the world with the Russia, 51 intelligence agent, the laptop from hell, and more? They created the Epstein files, just like they created the fake Hillary Clinton Steele dossier that they used on me, and now my so-called friends are playing right into their hand. The next line is the key. If there was something in there, why didn't they use it against me before? They could have easily done it and controlled exactly how it was done, could have tubed the last election that fast. That fast.
Look, dude, if it's a nothing burger, then why can't you release it so the American people can see for themselves that it is a nothing burger? It's that simple. The fact that you're not releasing it tells me it's not a nothing burger. And this cope that the Democrats planted a bunch of shit. Yeah, it's possible, but we still should have transparency. And you can add context when you give the information out. You can go, look, it seems somebody pulled a fast one and they just removed everything except for shit that made Trump look bad. And the fact that there's even anything in there to make Trump look bad is a problem in itself. But let's ignore that. It doesn't matter. Release it. Give the people transparency. The fact that you're not willing to do that when you ran on that, you can't help but you can't blame people who are being suspicious as to what exactly was your involvement with Epstein.
Can I give you theory 5? He is suddenly, miraculously in the file. Just like he, had that link with his bank and the Russian bank, or he was on camera in Russia with hookers.
Oh, so it's another Russiagate collusion bullshit. Except the Russiagate shit, Trump put that out. That was investigated. They didn't hide that from us. We got all the information on that. But yeah, this is what this is. It's more Russia stuff. Yeah. Okay. This wasn't even the Democrats that made this whole thing bad. It was Trump himself by deciding not to give transparency. But okay, it's a big Democrat fucking conspiracy. That's what it is, guys. Just look the other way.
Or just like he was, in the Steele dossier, doing all those things. Just like he was bribing Ukraine. Just like he was starting a war, all of the things that they have said, just like he was...
Yeah, and the American people defended him on all of that. Right? The American people didn't fall for any of that bullshit. Yeah, there's some Trump derangement syndrome people, but people that actually did their research and didn't just listen to some talking head, they figured that shit out. And we can figure out this Epstein file stuff and whether Trump's guilty or not. Just give us the fucking files. Give us transparency. That's all. It's not a lot to ask for, dude. It's really not. They act like it's like we're asking to fuck their mother or something. No, we just want transparency, dude.
Falsifying documents to get rich, in business. Just like he was in Bergdorf Goodman raping a woman. Come on. Now, all of those things were said about him. And who said them? The radical left. And written in
He definitely got the call. He got the call.
many cases by Obama, Hillary.
Stein, Alex, next time you have a meeting with Glenn Beck, maybe when he walks out of the room, check his phone and see who he's been talking to.
Comey, Brennan, the loser criminal of the
I don't trust this.
Biden administration. Let me take you back to theory 4. There's nothing there. Why is there nothing there? Because we don't know the chain of custody. Fingerprints all over it.
No, those are two separate problems. There's either nothing there or there's a problem with the chain of custody. If there's a problem with the chain of custody, you add that context when you give the people transparency. And you give a forensic analysis of everything that was fucked with that you can tell. And you give people that context. You give them all of the information that you have. This is cope. This is 100% cope.
Right? Fingerprints everywhere. How do we know what's true, what's not true? That's theory 4. Theory 5 is these sons of bitches.
So now we're just going back to, okay. So basically you're telling us nothing. This whole chalkboard thing just to tell us fucking nothing.
They knew I was campaigning. One of my campaign promises was to release the files. Somebody went in, the same people went in, and made all of this stuff point to me.
Yeah, but then why didn't, so you're saying, but they didn't release it because there's nothing, but yet they changed all the files and made it point to him, but then they didn't release it. Dude, come on. We're going in circles here.
As if I'm some kingpin in it. Why is it the left
or theory 6, Trump fucked some kids.
Never wanted this released.
Maybe, allegedly.
Until he said, I'm not going to release it. Why is Congress, the Democrats in Congress, all of a sudden saying, you've got to release this. You've got to release this. This is impeachable if he doesn't release it. Really?
I don't think MAGA, even the MAGA that like are really pissed off, would say he should be impeached. But yeah, it's just more of this like, oh, the Democrats, guys. Oh, but look at the Democrats, guys. Oh, I know Trump's doing all that, but look at the Democrats. Well, Trump's the president right now. We kind of care about that a little more than what the dumbass fucking Democrats are doing, okay? The Democrats can do whatever the fuck they want right now. I don't care. What I want to see is Trump deliver. That's what we care about. But yeah, just keep doing the old school tactic of, but those guys are really bad, man. I know, it looks bad, but those guys over there are really, really bad. Okay, dude. What do we got next? Oh, Benny Johnson. He's another one who, he's destroying. This is the guy destroying the MAGA movement. Him and Alex Jones, they're destroying the MAGA movement. No, it's not Trump.
This was not like an Epstein show. We weren't doing deep dives. I know it was something we were concerned about, and it's something that we covered with regularity when there was information that was brought up. So much of that information brought up was by President Trump. And it's just an important thing to make sure that you're not living in bizarro world as a massive Trump supporter who has spent hundreds of thousands of hours on live streams, obviously advocating for these policies and these administrations, defending the administration. In fact, the most viral clips on the Epstein topic has come from this show because it's a winning topic, frankly. And we spent the entire first hour explaining why. And I wasn't planning on playing this clip, but, well, it's here, so why not? Donald Trump began his political career talking about Jeffrey Epstein, we'll just play it very quickly here. Like, bringing this into the public arena was President Trump. That's a matter of historic record. It's not up for debate. I'm saying that's a good thing. Like, yes, thank you for doing this. Donald Trump, it was 10 years ago, a decade ago, on stage, before anybody ever heard of Prince Andrew or Bill Clinton and Epstein Island. No one knew about those things. And Donald Trump's like, these people are monsters, and they deserve to be called out. And I'm running against one of the families who's totally implicated here, the Clintons. And this is what Trump said at the time.
Bill Clinton.
Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein.
You raised the question of Jeffrey Epstein in your remarks about in the Q&A.
Well, I think he's got a problem. I mean,
what do you think the problem will be?
I don't know, but that island was really a cesspool. There's no question about it. Just ask Prince Andrew. He'll tell you about it.
Oh, yeah, but now there's nothing to see there, boys. There's nothing to see now. Just don't even play these old clips of Trump. Well,
the island was
I'm going to say it again. I've never seen a downfall this drastic and this quick in my entire fucking existence.
Absolute cesspool. So
Nobody ever heard of Bill Clinton on a predator island before Donald Trump brought it up, or Prince Andrew. And it's commendable because Donald Trump was right. Bill Clinton did go to that island. There's tons of evidence of that, including but not limited to the victim testimony. And of course, Prince Andrew paying 10 million plus pound sums.
Yeah, people are. This was something I meant to address on a previous episode. People were saying, well, how come all the victims aren't speaking? They had an Epstein victim fund. And a lot of these victims got a ton of cash. And part of the agreement to get that cash is that like they couldn't pursue any further charges. And I'm sure there's an NDA, all that shit. So yeah, a lot of these victims, they got a bunch of cash to shut the fuck up.
In order to silence victims. I mean, Trump was telling us before anybody
allegedly
knew about this.
I need a soundbite where I can just hit a button that says allegedly.
So when I say that this is a problem of the administration's making, well, I mean, there's an enormous amount of evidence to back that up. We don't run a channel here to like talk nonstop about Epstein. It's certainly a topic that we cover along with thousands of other topics. But the DOJ memo that was released last Sunday forced the hands of people who cover the topics of import and note on the internet, because people said, what the hell with this memo? Given the preponderance of clips and evidence, and here's an article where Jeffrey Epstein brags about being a CIA agent. Just one article. It's just...
So somebody mentioned this earlier. Breaking, Pam Bondi has fired Maureen Comey, daughter of James Comey, from her job as prosecutor in the Manhattan U.S. Attorney's Office per Politico. She worked on the prosecutions of Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein, and Sean Diddy Combs. Yeah. Well, that's a good one. Congratulations.
One piece of example.
I mean, the damage is already done on that, though, ain't it? It's like, okay, yeah, she's terrible. Yeah, well, I mean, the damage is already fucking done.
And so, like, it's the point I'm trying to make here is that it's the administration and their handling of this, which is why everyone's talking about it. It didn't have to be handled this way. It's been abysmal, and people aren't satisfied, and that's what all available polling shows. And there's so much evidence that the government has that could be released to engage in the pressure release valve. Whether it's weather modification, JFK, Russiagate.
Like people are trying to cope. He never ran. He never promised the Epstein files released, dude. The JFK files, the Epstein files, the RFK files, the MLK files. He absolutely ran on transparency and releasing everything the government knows about that shit. So the cope now is, he never promised that. What are you talking about? He never promised that. It's like, dude, look at the 40,000 fucking clips of him promising it. And then be like, this one document had 20 promises and the Epstein thing wasn't in there. Okay, dude. Okay, so what he says doesn't matter. All that matters is some stupid fucking document that nobody read. Okay.
As we have, I find it stingingly ironic. Thank you for that article. I find it stingingly ironic that Trump compares all of these things to these hoaxes, and the reason we know they're hoaxes is because evidence was released. I don't believe Trump is guilty of anything. I don't, because I know these monsters that had fought Trump and tried to put a bullet through his head.
I don't know how you could think that when everything Trump's doing, the way he's behaving is exactly like a fucking guilty person trying to cover something up. So I would have said the same thing until he started acting like a guilty person. And then it's hard to say that. It's hard to say Trump did nothing wrong because, you know, if it quacks like a duck, if it walks like a duck, most likely a duck. And in this case, this duck is trying to cover up for his friend ducks who were fucking baby ducks. Okay? Allegedly. It's a weird analogy, but I think you follow me. All right, it's enough of Benny Johnson. Benny, you talk too slow. You got to talk faster, Benny. Ooh, Mark Dice. I like Mark Dice. Let's see what he's got to say.
Weird regarding the Epstein cover-up that President Trump... Things are getting so weird regarding the Epstein cover-up that President Trump has tripled down now on his bizarre comments, trying to brush it under the rug and pretending that it's not important. And I'll get into the reasons why I believe that is. In case you missed my previous videos, I'll just cover that again briefly. But things are so strange that you can't even begin to convey how strange they are. Congressman Hank Johnson, a Democrat, wrote a song encouraging President Trump to release the Epstein files. Brace yourself. There's incoming cringe in 3, 2.
Epstein died by believe that, and you must be blind. You've been telling us you released the file, but where are they? We're gonna know.
Look, it's better than when Lex Fridman played his guitar for Joe. All right, it's better than that. I think the cringiest moment of history, like in all history, the cringiest moment was when Lex Fridman pulled out his guitar and played his Joe Rogan song. Oh, God. So, yeah, at least he's got that going for him. It's not as bad as Lex's cringe.
With what's been told, you've had plenty of time. You're in control.
You better not copyright claim this fucking video because of your stupid song, okay?
But now you say you will withhold the Epstein file.
But on a serious note, something is
It could be
obviously
good.
very wrong.
It could be good if he worked on it, recorded it in a studio, got his voice right. You know, had a backing band, you know, some drums, a bass. You know, it could be something. You never know.
And in case you missed my video yesterday, the call literally went out to mainstream conservative and Republican hosts, talk shows, pundits, social media personalities, and told them to stop talking about it, which is particularly strange.
Oh, you guys want to see the Lex Fridman song when he sings his song to Rogan? I hope you're ready for this level of cringe. I'll pull it up next. I don't think you'd be ready. You trust me. You go get a drink of water, go to the bathroom, get yourself prepared for a level of cringe you have never witnessed in your entire life. We'll play that next.
Considering this is how the leadership in the Department of Justice used to sound.
Please do not let that story go.
Who has Jeffrey Epstein's
Black Book?
Black Book?
FBI.
But who? That is that. I mean, there's.
Oh, that's under direct control of the director of the FBI.
What the hell are the House Republicans doing? They have the majority. You can't get the list? Put on your big boy pants and let us know who the are.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
Yes, I would. I think that less so because
you never promised
you
it,
don't
guys.
know
No,
you don't
you're
want
all
to affect
fooling
people's
yourselves.
lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world. But I think I would.
This isn't about Epstein or 9/11 or JFK or RFK. It is, but it isn't. It's about a bigger thing. If you're lying about that, you're lying about everything. Who's on the Epstein tapes, folks? Who's on those tapes? Who's in those black books? Why have they been hiding it?
And this is something Donald Trump has talked about. The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. Everything's going to come out.
Is this the right one? All right, well, let's give me a second. Since everybody's talking about this, let's jump into this one. I think this is the right one. I don't know if he played his guitar multiple times. Oh, it's so cringy.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, it is.
So this is a story, okay?
In the desert I met a man with an eagle perching on his hand, and he asked me, son, what can I do for you?
I can't even look. I gotta cover my eyes. It's so cringe.
Definitely the stupidest. Father, I said, I'm looking for the meaning I should be living for.
The cringe levels hurt. It's painful, this level of cringe.
Put a finger to my lips, says, shh, let the old man speak. They call me Brian Callahan. In this cruel world, there is a man you should listen to as you journey on through life.
Oh, this is hard to listen to, dude. The cringe is too much.
His name is Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan. Shoulders for days and a really wide back. Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan. Barrel of snakes for back. Then he mounted his horse and he looked to the...
I gotta take a break. Just a little quick break, guys. Just to... This is torturous levels of cringe.
Sky, and he rode to the sunset with a tear in his eye. And the legend goes, the old man rides on, singing the words to this terrible song. Joe Rogan, Joe Rogan, shoulders for days, and a really wide back. I already regret this. Joe Rogan.
Did you even practice this fucking song, dude? At least bring in somebody to sing it who will like commit to trying to sing it well. Oh, dude, I used to, I was a terrible songwriter in the day, and I've experienced levels of cringe that are pretty high. I've never experienced this level of fucking cringe, okay?
Joe Rogan, a barrel of snakes for a bag.
You fucked up the fucking Rogo. You couldn't even get the fucking Rogan soundtrack thing right. I'm sorry I had to do that to you guys, but you mentioned it.
You fucked up. You should have never done that song. It was terrible.
Shout out to Rogies for, being honest with you can't cover up how terrible that was. That would have been funny if Rogan would have just said nothing and just stared at him. Just been like, all right, well, thank you for being here. That's the show. Thanks, guys. That would have been better. Oh, look, our favorite Hispanic Chihuahua, Jesus Enrique Rosas. Let's see what he's got to say. I like this. I'm getting to like this guy, this Jesus guy.
Trump is straight up saying that the Jeffrey Epstein stuff is a hoax, is a fabrication from the Democrats.
Sorry.
And for those of my lovely viewers who don't know what a hoax is, it's a humor.
I wasn't joking when I said the level of cringe is dangerous. Those are dangerous levels of cringe. But you made it through. Hopefully nobody died in the chat. Y'all survived. Barely.
Or malicious deception or tricking or deceiving someone. So yes, he is saying that the Democrats basically made up the Jeffrey Epstein thing for what exactly? And shouldn't they be prosecuted for that? And if it's a hoax, and my question is, it's like the Very Fine People hoax. You remember that they made all these claims that Trump had said that these white supremacists were very fine people, which I debunked on a video 1 year ago.
Oh, no. You're a panicking fucking MAGA hater, Democrat supporter. All of these people are people that have stood up for Trump when he was fucking lied about, when they pushed phony shit about him. And now you can't do it. You can't just sit here and lie and pretend like this is a good look, and this doesn't make you look guilty of some shit, right? You can't do that and tell your audience that you would look like a fucking idiot. But, the guys like Glenn Beck and Charlie Kirk, they're going to end up looking like fucking idiots so they can keep getting their Mar-a-Lago fucking tickets so they can go to the next stupid ass. I mean, the steak and shrimp at Mar-a-Lago is so good. It's so good. How could I turn that down?
So if that was a hoax, if
this guy follow. He's
not
great.
True, it means that whatever
the body language guy
we know about the Epstein files is a hoax as well. But let's listen to his words and his body language, and especially Caroline Leivitz's body language right beside him.
I picked it up too.
Jeffrey Epstein.
I picked up her fucking body language too. There's something weird about it. It's like she's not happy to be here anymore.
She's given us
whatever we know about the Epstein files is a hoax as well. But let's listen to his words and his body language, and especially Caroline Leivitz's body language right beside him.
No, she's given us just a very quick briefing, and in terms of the credibility of the different things that they've seen, and I would say that, these files were made up by Comey.
These files were made up by Comey. They're asking about what Pam Bondi has in her power. What
by Comey?
What has she seen? The video.
I love this guy's accent, and the way she looked away as soon as he said these files were made up by Comey, and she just like looked away, like in shame, like no one believes this bullshit.
The files, everything, what is going to be released, and Trump says his argument is that there's a lot of phony or fake stuff in there. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but yes, he's saying that all those files were made up by Comey.
They were made up by Obama. They were made up by the Biden.
Files made up by Comey, Obama, Biden.
We went through years of that with the Russia hoax.
So he has not said yet that the Jeffrey Epstein files are a hoax. He's still comparing. I mean, this has been happening for the last 36 hours, and we're going to see the 3 clips that, let's say, develop this story. But he was trying to be like a bit diplomatic in here and say that, oh, this is just like the Russia hoax. So a lie, a fabrication.
With all of the different things that we had to go through, we've gone through years of it, but she's handled it very well, and it's going to be up to her. Whatever she thinks is credible, she should release, yeah.
She's handled it very well because she did exactly what you told her to do and to fucking pull a 180. So yeah, that's handling it well. To you, Trump, but to the rest of us, no. They should all be fired. And man, if there was a way to replace Trump with somebody better right now, I'd be for it, dude.
So that is the special point. Whatever.
Some people are saying, well, I should have voted for DeSantis. I'm like, I don't know if DeSantis would have been any better. DeSantis is a bit of a neocon himself. He's just, he's good at hiding out under the MAGA movement, but I have a feeling DeSantis will end up turning into a sneaky neocon as well, but maybe I'm wrong.
Pam Bondi thinks it's credible from the Jeffrey Epstein files or whatever they have from Jeffrey Epstein or whatever videos Epstein downloaded or created or filmed at his properties, or, well, she should release it. Of course, making sure that the victims' identities are protected. I already made a video making sure that you understand from just a pure logic way, the pure logic, that the Jeffrey Epstein client or acquaintance or black book does exist. And there are people out there that could be prosecuted right now. And if they are not prosecuted, it's because Pam Bondi doesn't want to. It's that simple. Go watch that video. And also, we already saw Trump defending very, very, in a very passionate way, Bondi's, then bore us with the boring details. We can't take it. I think really only pretty bad people, all right, including fake news, want to keep something like that going. So I guess that I'm pretty bad people in the eyes of Donald Trump. I will take it. I've been attacked so many times from so many politicians. It's just it's normal.
President, I know you've urged people to move on, but I'm curious, why do you think your supporters in particular have been so interested in the Epstein story and so upset about how it's been handled?
I don't understand it. Why they would be so interested. He's dead for a long time.
You don't understand it, but yet you were the one that was so interested in it before that you were making it a big part of your campaign. And when asked about Bill Clinton, that's the first thing you went to. I don't understand why you were making such a big deal out of it before, Trump.
Why would be interested in, I don't know, Abraham Lincoln? It's kind of the stuff. It's like...
he was never a big factor in terms of life.
Oh, yeah, it was not a big factor in terms of life. Yeah, just some kids getting raped. Who cares? Not a big deal. Not a big deal, guys.
It was never a big factor in terms of life. That kind of vague statements are odd for Trump.
I don't understand what the interest or what the fascination is.
Oh, because we want his powerful friends or clients or whatever brought to justice. That is our fascination and interest, Mr. President?
I really don't. And the credible information's been given.
The credible information has been given, and he
The credible
shrugs. That's a classic shrug in there.
The credible information's been given.
I guess that he is talking about the binder gate with all those influencers with the binders. I hope not.
Don't forget, we went through years of the Mueller witch hunt and all of the different things, the Steele dossier, which was all fake.
Again, he's making examples of other things that are fake. So by association, he would be eventually affirming that the Jeffrey Epstein stuff is fake as well. Why would you mention fake stuff when you're talking about the Jeffrey Epstein stuff? Yeah, because you want the Jeffrey Epstein stuff to be considered fake or a hoax.
Yeah. You want your base to believe that just like all the other hoaxes, this is just another hoax, but it's not working.
All that information was
not
fake.
working at all.
All that information was fake.
But I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody.
Yeah, you definitely, absolutely, 100% no.
It's pretty boring stuff. It's sorted, but it's boring. And I don't understand why it keeps going. I think...
Let us be the judge of whether or not it's boring, okay? Just release it and we'll judge that.
Really, only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going. But...
Yeah, this is this fucking guy, Jeffrey Epstein's neighbor. He's just, oh, it's so funny, ain't it? Oh, yeah, it's so funny.
Credible information.
Yeah, Lutnick laughs right by when he hears that. It's like this is a joke to them or what?
Let them give it. Anything that's credible, I would say let them have it.
Anything that is credible, okay, but you mean that everything else that you have not released is phony? It's made up. And well, he actually said the words, the Jeffrey Epstein hoax, in a Truth Social post. This, the radical left Democrats have hit pay dirt again. Just like with the fake and fully discredited Steele dossier, the Line 51 intelligence agents, the laptop from hell, which the Dems swore had...
The guy laughing next to him, that's like Lutnick or something? I forgot what position in the cabinet he has, but he was Jeffrey Epstein's neighbor in New York. And there's some connections to also the guy that gave Epstein that house, who supposedly Epstein did some taxes for him, and then he got like ridiculous amounts of money for doing his taxes. Yeah, it's a bad look.
Zatoid,
what's up,
Peace
Zato?
Cane Sword. Super chatted $5. In other news, the Annabelle doll claimed another victim. See, we've all been distracted.
Oh yeah, the Annabelle doll. You know, that's all. Those the Warrens, man, they just made all that shit up so they could sell books and make movies.
It come from Russia.
Hopefully everybody knows that by now.
No, it came from Hunter Biden's bathroom, and even the Russia scam.
And thank you for the super chat, Zato. I forget sometimes to thank you guys because yeah, but thank you guys, everybody that sent a super chat. You guys rock. Thank you.
A totally fake and made up story used in order to hide crooked Hillary Clinton's big loss in the 2016 presidential election. This is scams and hoaxes.
And people who became members. Can't forget them. So thank you guys.
Are all the Democrats are good at. It's all they have. They are no good at governing, no good at policy, and no good at picking winning candidates. Also, unlike Republicans, they stick together like glue. Their new scam, pay attention to this, their new scam is what we will forever call the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. It's right here, so in case you're not...
It doesn't get better the second time you read this. It just gets worse. It's like, oh man.
Paying attention. Okay, we will call it the Jeffrey Epstein hoax from now on, no matter what. This has been baptized. And my past supporters have bought into this BS. Past supporters. Whoever brings the Jeffrey Epstein hoax, which is the name which will be called on from now on, whoever brings this is very bad people, is mainstream media, and are past supporters. You no longer support Donald Trump. Well, I guess that's the way it is. Past supporters have bought into this BS.
not a good idea ever politically to do that. To be like, oh, well, if you disagree with me, then I don't want you as a supporter. It's like, it is like Trump was saying, like he's committing fucking political slide, you know? Why would you do that? Again, maybe somebody's got a gun to his head behind the scenes and he's like a fucking hostage or some shit because he's acting like insane.
Hook, line, no logic and to sinker. This. They haven't learned their lesson and probably...
Other than the logic that he's trying to hide something that he did that's in those files.
Never will, even after being conned
keep
by
coming
the
back to that, unfortunately.
For 8 long years. I have had more success in 6 months than perhaps any president in our country's history. And all these people want to talk about with a strong prodding by the fake news and the success-starved Dems is the Jeffrey Epstein hoax, says, again, second time. Let these weaklings continue forward and do the Democrats' work. Oh, I'm a bad person and a weakling as well, and an ex and a past Trump supporter. To be fair, I was more against Kamala, but again, you do you, Mr. President. Don't even think about talking about of our incredible and unprecedented success you have. The deportations are going very well. The economy, I'm not an expert, but it seems that it's going well. But the deportations, top notch, cannot disagree on that. And unprecedented success because I don't...
See, another legal immigrant who's like, yeah, get the illegals out of here. I came in legally. They can come in legally as well. It's funny how, like, legal immigrants, people that came in legally, they're like the most diehard people against people coming in illegally.
It's want funny. Their support anymore. I don't want...
Shout out to our favorite legal immigrant in the chat, Doge. How you doing, Doge?
Their support anymore. Thank you for your attention to this matter, and thank you for your not attention to the Jeffrey Epstein matter. Make America great again. And well, the reaction from, some very influential people on the right did not wait. Mike Cernovich, why he's doing this is anyone's guess. I truly am speechless. Yeah, many people are speechless about this. They don't know about. Matt Walsh is not speechless. He is has very strong positions, and this was 2 days ago. Before all this, we want justice.
Yeah, so he's just Jesus is catching up on things I've already reacted to. Let's see what else we have. But yeah, I'm telling you, this guy makes good videos. He's a good guy, body language guy. He's cute too, very cute. Yeah, we'll save this one for the next one because we're already what are we at? Yeah, we're already over 2 hours. Great show, guys. This was a fun one. All you can do at this point is just try to be entertained and laugh and, I don't know. I don't know. Try not to get blackpilled. I mean, you can get blackpilled in a sense, but not blackpilled in a way that you're miserable and can't enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Have a laugh. Stick the finger at Trump and go fuck your girlfriend and smoke a joint and have fun. Have a good time. Fuck these people, dude. That's all we can control is our own fucking lives at this point. But I will continue covering all this shit because it's fun. It's fun. It gives me stuff to talk about. So anyway, thank you guys. It's been a blast. Thank you, Midwest.
The Midwest request super chatted $2. Trump lost his allure and the mystique.
Well, yeah, he lost. It's not even like it just happened because he got old. Like he just completely did it to himself. It was so avoidable. That's what makes it unbelievable, dude. Thank you for the $2, Midwest. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night, guys. 9 o'clock. Sometimes I'm a little late, depending how much time I have to prepare the show. But yeah, around 9-ish. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all for the support. Smash a thumbs up on the way out. Oh, shit, we're almost at 200. If we can get 10 more on the way out, we'll be at 200. That's great. And we'll see you on the next episode of The Pink Trip Show. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful night.
Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that.
All right, Doge, you made me come back because you just gifted 5 memberships and I got to shout that out. Thank you, Doge. You rock, dude. 5 memberships. Who got it? Did John McCarter? John, listen to me, John. John McCarter. I'm talking to you, John. Listen to me and pay attention, okay? Don't read the chat while I'm talking, John. Listen to me. We need you to go into your YouTube settings and turn on the ability to receive gifted memberships. Because people keep trying to give you a gifted membership, but I don't think you have them turned on. I don't know if you use AI, John, but go into ChatGPT or Grok or whatever AI you use and ask them for instructions on how to turn on gifted memberships on YouTube so that you can receive a membership. Because I know people keep trying to give you one, but for some reason it never goes through. So go do that, John, so we can get you a membership in here. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the 5. Who we got again? Oh, man, you almost got me, Rubs. You almost got me again, Rubbies. El Jefe, what's up? Welcome back. Rubs, welcome back as well. Eco, welcome to the team. Doc Jeffrey, welcome to the team. Was that everybody? Was there another one? Casey Dillard, welcome to the team. Thank you, dude. You rock, bro. Thank you for the gifted subs, Doge. You're the man. All right, buddies. We'll see you again. We'll do the outro again, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, guys.
Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notified. Here's some other videos to watch that you might like or you might not. Have a great day, my internet friend. I hope I'll see you once again. Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notified. Have a great day, my internet friend. I hope I'll see you once again. Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notified.